You guys can see it's the end of the day here in Boston. Just finished filming Startup 20, the Silver Post. It was great catching up with Carolyn McRae. Not gonna lie, maybe wanna call my grandparents right now. Back with Carolyn McRae of the Silver Post, which is what we're going to be talking about today. You guys actually might remember Carolyn from Grove, which was actually startup number 3. God bless her soul for working with me back then. Can you tell a little bit about what the Silver Post is?
So the Silver Post is a way to send a monthly postcard to an elderly loved one, and it all happens via text. It was an idea I had for a long while, and once I did some deeper thinking on it with my friend Charles, he's a software engineer, we realized that it could be done pretty easily. And so yeah, the front is nice and glossy, so your photos look good, and then we say, you know, kind of like 1 to 2 photos and 3 to 4 sentences for the back. We print the text in a nice size font so that any age can read it. I created it because I know deeply what happens in the lives of many senior citizens. I have volunteered with the elderly for many, many years. I think since I was in 7th grade or so. Ever since I started, friends would always tell me about how they struggle to like reach out, and they kind of feel guilty about not doing it enough, and they don't really know what else to do besides call or see their, you know, grandma on the holidays.
Right on Facebook.
Right, right.
They're on Facebook.
Grandmas can be, but not all. And that time, I kind of came up with this idea where, what if you could send a note to grandma once a month, and like, how could I make that easy? How could I mobilize people to reach out more and just make it so simple to do? And the idea of the Silver Post was born.
What do you think is the typical person who's like signing up for a Silver Post?
So that is really surprising. Okay, so
I love when there's like a totally off skew of what you would think it would be.
Yeah, so I, in my mind, thought it would be people like me. You know, people who
that's what I
are
would think.
Late 20s.
Millennials.
Yeah, millennial. Assuming probably female, just because it's like kind of a cutesy thing, I thought. Already, most of our customers are male. Wow. Their age range is kind of like 25 to 35 right now, but we also have a chunk of what I'm calling like the moms. We have then a chunk of the moms who are sending them to their elderly aunts, or an elderly neighbor that they no longer, or previous neighbor maybe, like a friend that they know is old and maybe lonely.
I was already thinking on my way over here, I was like, I know it's the Silver Post, but you could really use this for a lot of different people if you wanted.
We have people who are sending it to someone they're in a long distance relationship with. Oh. And also people who are sending it to their parents that they just, again, feel like their parents would love this. And even if only 200 people end up signing up for a postcard, it's still worth it to me. Yeah. Because that means 200 grandmas who maybe kind of bored or lonely or feeling disconnected from their grandkids are getting a card in the mail every month. And I just think no matter the size that it gets to, it's still worth it. It's still empowering or powerful for me.
I know she has some great stories about people who have received the Silver Post and it like made a noticeable difference in their life, which is really cute.
It's fun to like get feedback from all of our customers, but one really almost made me tear up. Someone who's been with us for a couple of months now sent off, I think it was their second one to their grandma, and I got feedback that she called him for the first time ever. He was on the phone and was chatting about the week and saying, hey, you should have a postcard from me really soon. Like, do you have it yet? She says, I haven't been out to the mailbox in a few days. And so maybe tomorrow when so-and-so visits and pulls my mail in for me, I'll see it. And he said, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But then hung up, and not 10 minutes later, got a phone call for the first time from his grandma, who initiated the phone call and just went off about how beautiful the picture was. And you took this photo? And he said, yeah, with my phone. And oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, thank you. And you know, and apparently put it right on the fridge as they were on the phone.
What's your dream for the Silver Post?
I mean, I would
Weighted question.
Yeah, I mean, my dream is that every grandma and grandpa gets one. Mm-hmm. Because it's just so easy and simple yet meaningful, especially any elderly who live alone or who live in an assisted living facility. You know, what if at a single assisted living facility there was a delivery every month and just everyone got their cards? I mean, that kind of love